Hello, friends. Welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be doing a tour of all of my planners, supplies, and storage options. This was a much requested video, so I hope you guys enjoy, and let's jump in. Okay, so we'll start here. I have these binders that I use for loose sticker storage. I will show you guys those in the top-down version or top-down view, but this is where they live for right now. I just wanted them to be at hand because I work here at the desk, and so I wanted them to be as close as possible for when I'm building out spreads, and this was the best place I could find for them. So I'm putting them on top here. Then I also have this craft storage cube set that I got from Michael's, years ago, that I still use. I used to only have my craft stuff in this cubicle, but I decided to move some of my loose stickers in here that are in envelopes or that I got that are in like sheets. So I have some from Anna Bean. I think I have some in the back too. Yeah, I have some, I think, Cocoa Daisy ones, some Calibri Charms maybe, and Plenty Thing. So I put those in here. I also have just like these ones that I bought from Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree. So, sorry. This is new for me, trying to do this filming, so bear with me as I figure out how to do this so it's nice for you guys. I also have some loose sticker sheets that I pulled from different sticker books from the Happy Planner and put them into categories because they were like in random books and hard to find, specifically like the alphabets or holidays, things like that. So I have those in here. Some health ones that are just kind of random. So this is like my random collections of sticker sheets in this drawer. Then I have over here, these are actually more from my crafting days, the dimensional letters that I used to use on my Christmas cards. So I'm keeping those in here as well. And then I think in here, yeah, I emptied it out. It was painting stuff and glues and things like that. So like I said, this was used for my craft storage for a number of years. And I just recently added these up here because, again, I kind of wanted some stickers to be at hand and I wanted to not forget about them. And so this was the best place I could find right now in my office storage to place them. And then the rest of the stuff is like, yeah, more craft stuff. And I think that's it for planning supplies in this one. I have like cards down at the bottom, blank cards and things like that. And then this one I think is Christmas. No, this is the cards. And this is like Christmas ephemera for making holiday cards. So that's the first part. And like I said, I'll show you the sticker storage in a second. Then I also have my chopping mat, my cutting board and my lap desk under the desk there. And I have a few items that I use occasionally, like undo. Why will this never focus? Undo, have some glue, alcohol, and I think in the back is Mod Podge. So I just kind of stuck it in there because it doesn't fit very well anywhere else. Okay, so next we have my washi tape storage units. These four I got from Michael's, usually when they were having a sale or I had a coupon. And they weren't cheap, I want to say, but I think every time I bought one, they were 50% off. But they are the best for storing washi tape for me at hand because I can see basically each, set of washi, and I've organized it kind of like solid washis on the top, different sizes, I'm not doing a very good job of showing you guys, I'm sorry. Different sizes here. Then we've got patterned colored washi. And I got the thin and patterned ones with various colors. And then this one is like florals and things. The drawers get messed up very frequently when I'm planning, and so sometimes I have to come back in and clean these up. But I pretty much know where everything is, so it makes it easy for me to find what I'm looking for. And then on this side, I think I have black and white and more like light colored grid washi type stuff. Top, this one's like holiday or words. Vintage, botanical mainly. Some wall washi, more vintage, botanical. This one is kind of a hodgepodge of new stuff. And then these are all of my wide washies. That is how I'm using it right now. I have a little bit of growing room, which is good, but I have been pretty diligent about destashing the washi that I don't use, which I will be doing a destash something soon. I haven't quite figured out exactly what I'm going to do with my stash yet, but I will be doing something. So stay tuned for that. So that's my washi storage. Let me turn down, it's like super bright now. So when I am filming, I sit here at this little area and I basically film. Not too complicated. And I like to have everything close by so I don't have to get out of my chair to grab it. So that's where that came in, because it's sort of close enough to where I can maybe reach it if I really want it. But for the most part, it's pretty much anything that's flanking me on this side over here or over here I want to have at hand. So next we have these Alex drawers from IKEA. And these guys I got specifically with the file cabinet drawer. So both of them have the extra large file cabinet drawer at the bottom, not the 6 or 7 drawer one that they have that's all this size drawer. That is where I store a lot of the things that I need at hand. So the top drawer, grab it out, hot mess, sort of. Organized chaos here. But basically I grabbed these little containers from Target, but they sell them now at like Dollar Tree, and Walmart has a version. But basically I kind of use that to help organize this setup, and they fit pretty good. They're a little bit tight in some areas, but for the most part they fit really good. I also have like the things that I use very frequently, like a runner, whiteout, dry line glue, same thing, binder clips I grab frequently, and things like that. So things that I want close at hand, I have in this drawer. So this drawer here used to be more with my stickers that you saw previously over here in those top 4 drawers, but they kind of outgrew the space. So I've just kind of whittled it down to some smaller items that I could fit in here, including some smaller sticker books, and then these like journal say stickers and paper packs, various just smaller items that don't really go with anything else, along with like my stat stickers. It's not in perfect organization right now, which, I would love it to be even more organized than this, but it's functional right now for me and I can plan in it and I know where things are. So that's the second drawer. The third drawer has, again, more miscellaneous stuff that I need to organize a little bit better, and these containers. So I'll show you these containers as well off camera, but I'm storing a couple of them in here, and that's all you need to know for now. Okay. This is where I keep my sticker books. So I don't like having my sticker books on display, and I like to have them at hand when I'm planning, and this was the best solution I found. So I put as many as I can fit in the drawer. You can see I have quite a few Plenty ones, and then I have some Live Love Posh, and mostly Happy Planner sticker books from there. I basically started with this one drawer unit, and now I have two, and they're both full. So I'll show you the other side as well. But that's how I store my stickers, so that when I'm sitting down, I can just read the tops and pull out the sticker books that I'm looking for. So over in this other unit, I have my sticky notes. You can see in there, along with my wax paper, which I use all the time. And then this little guy that I got from Daiso, which I'm using to store extra sticky notes too, which I'll show you that as well. So I'll show you the actual organizers that I'm using for that, but that is my top drawer. Then we've got my PET tape storage, basically, along with some other little random rule type things. I was using my washi tape organizer for that for a while, till I got too much PET tape, and then I had to get creative, so I went ahead and bought another set of those organizers. These ones I got from Walmart, and that's why they're a different color. I think the ones at Target were white, and then these were slightly cheaper, but available from Walmart in black. So that's how I store it. Again, I like to have it all at hand, so when I'm building out spreads, I can remember to use all of my craft storage stuff. And I've been really loving PET tape, so definitely using that quite a bit. And here's another drawer of more like washi tape stickers on a roll, anything that's like not in a sheet form that's a sticker that I might use. Again, same storage things that I'm using here from Walmart. I'll try to link those down below along with any of the other storage items I'll highlight today so you guys can find it. And then I have this other drawer of mainly Happy Planner sticker books, and I have it facing the inside, so when I'm sitting at the desk, I can read the titles pretty easily. So that's how I'm storing my sticker books, and I'm trying to limit myself to not go beyond these two drawers. If I do, I gotta weed out sticker books. One thing you might note, I was having trouble opening and closing those drawers at the start when we moved to this new place because the carpet is pretty high pile. And my husband, let's see if I can get this so you guys can see it. And my husband, he put some plywood underneath so that I could slide the drawers in and out. And I think that that's really been helpful for making me, be able to maneuver those sticker books in and out of the drawers as needed. Okay, back to the desktop. So I also have the pens I'm using now in this little cup. So this is anything that I'm actively using in my planner. If I've done like a theme or a setup with specific colors, I have those there. I also have things I use very often, like this pencil. I use a pencil. I've got my white pen, ruler, scissors, sticker spatula, tweezers, and then a couple of other things that I use pretty frequently. So I like to have them kind of separated in a hand, so if I need to plan somewhere else in the house, I can just grab this pen cup and my planner and go. I also have a little eraser too that I usually grab as well. So there's that. And then of course you guys can see my planner. So over here, again, something else I wanted to keep at hand were frequently used markers. So I picked up this carousel, which hopefully will focus. I picked up this carousel from Target, from their dollar spot, maybe like 2 years ago. And I really thought it would be handy. First of all, I bought it for the bathroom. And I was like, oh no, I think this will be perfect for being able to access my pen stash. So I went ahead and brought it in here, and it has been really handy for developing spreads so that I can find the things that I need, the colors that I need. And I've organized it it's already pre-sectioned, I think, into 4 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I also added in between, let's find one, it's easy to show, just a little cutting mat, chopping mat, cut out a little extra from when I made my covers, and I just cut it to size to make an extra divider so I could do a little bit more color separation in this. So now there's, I think, 8, and I've got all kinds of pens in here, but basically these are the ones that I use pretty frequently in my planners I wanted to have at hand. And you can see there's quite a bit in here. If you haven't seen, I also was doing labeling for my pen stash before, where I would actually add a label of the color of the marker right onto the pen. And I did quite a few of them, but there was a few things that stopped me from continuing. One, the sun bleaches it, so the color has faded over time on some of them. And then also some of the labels were not sticking very well on the edges, mainly because it's round. I think that just started to cause problems. So I stopped labeling them, but I love the idea because it made it so much easier than having to swatch every time I was trying to choose a pen, which is super annoying. Anywho, so I have that there, so it's easy for me to just turn and find color that I want while I'm working on my planning. And I have that on some little pedestal there so I can add some stuff underneath. I think I thrifted this little pedestal, and then I have my battery charger and my little foam memo printer under there, along with some lotion for my hands because my hands are always dry and my cuticles are always dry. So when I'm getting ready to film, I have it at hand there. And then of course tissues, because I am just a chronic mess of respiratory and allergy issues. This was my original pen storage or marker storage, and again I've color coded it or color sorted it by rainbow color. The top is all Twi markers from Arteza. I got those a number of years ago, which are really great for just adding color to your planner and writing. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's got like a fine tip on one side and this brush tip on the other on all the pens, and then I got a set of like 100. So I was using those pretty much primarily in the beginning when I was doing my Faith planner setup, and then I kind of switched it around, got more comfortable with brush lettering, and started using some other markers, including these Tombow brush tip, dual tip markers on the bottom row. And then in the center, I grabbed some Crayolas that I had in my stash, and then I put those in there as well. Those are also good for adding some color to your planner if you want to play around with those. So these units I got on Amazon. I have 2 of them. They were not cheap, but they are a better way to store your pens than storing them upright. I did used to have all of these pens here on the top, and it was just overflowing, so that's kind of what led to the movement into the carousel here. And then in the bottom, anything I'm working with currently but am not ready for, so like in preparation, I'll put those down at the bottom. So that is my pen storage or my marker storage. And then I have my computer set up. You can see myself there. And then, this is more used for freelance and things like that. But I do keep, there's like a basket here where I keep my wax paper and like scratch paper. So when I'm getting ready to film, I just grab out the wax paper if I'm going to reuse it. I mean, there's some scratch paper under here if I want to do a pen swatch or something, so I don't waste the paper. I just keep that in that little basket. The other basket's for our home stuff, so I keep that over there. I got my printer. Some of you guys have asked about my printer in the past. So this is the style of printer we have. It's a Brother laser printer, and it's not small, as you can see. So it's an investment. I think we paid maybe $300 or $400 for it at the time. But it's been a workhorse. We've used it for many, many years. I print all my printables on it, and anything that I make for my planner, I basically print on this printer. So it works really well and can handle heavy papers and all that good stuff. And we've only bought replacement toner once for this unit, and I think we've had it for over 5 years. So the toner has lasted quite a long time. So if you're looking for a printer that's a little more robust, you might want to check this out. I love laser printers. And then I have that on top of some more storage. So this is another Alex unit from IKEA. It's a little bit different style. And there's more pens. It's like my secret stash here. Anyway, I use some other storage items for this setup here on the Alex unit. I found that the ones from Dollar Tree, that these are all from Dollar Tree, work a little bit better in this drawer setup. I can get 3 big ones across plus a kind of half one, and then 2 more here plus these little small ones. So that's, you're going to see that configuration in all the drawers where I have these storage organizers, and they work out pretty good. So here I have like my colored pencils, my acrylic pens, miscellaneous like chalk markers, friction pens in storage there, or refills, my calligraphy inks, and then my various fine liners and whiteout pens. So here's drawer 2, more stuff. This is where I keep all of my stamping ink and my like watercolor pencils and creams, Bible marking pens, Sharpies, alcohol-based pens over here. And then, like I said, I have all my little stamping inks. And this guide I love, but it doesn't fit very well anywhere. So it's just kind of floating here on top. But then I have some more stamping pads here, distressed oxides and other random ones I've had from the past. And then some erasers and some chalk in the little drawers. But you can see it's, again, 3 big ones plus a half, and then 2 big ones, and then those 2 little extra ones. And in here we've got more of my stamping supplies. I've got my stamping brushes over here, along with like my wood stamps, stencils, and clear stamp sets in there. Some more clear stamps and loose stamps, basically all throughout here. And my letter kits as well. This is basically the stamp drawer. And then here is where I keep all of my punches. So on this drawer, I only have 3 plus the half size over here. I needed the space in the front for the larger punches. So I have those in there, and get close to these. So they slide. So when I need to get something, I usually have to slide them towards me because things are way in the back there, but at least I can grab them with the sliding. If I don't slide them, then they're like way in the back. And these drawers, this is as far out as they go, but they push back. Oops. And they go back that far. So you can see the edge there. That's how far back they go. So there's quite a bit of space in the back. So these really help when I want to store something back there, but it's hard to reach. I can just slide these up and down and grab what I need. And this drawer has kind of become more of a catch-all drawer of random stuff. I was using it to hold my like 12 by 12 pads of paper, but it was too heavy for the drawer and started to warp it. So I decided to move some things around, and this was some of the craft stuff that was in that storage unit I showed you earlier. And now I put it over here. And I also have my discs. So I put it again in one of those little containers. So these containers, you'll see some various forms of these. I got at Dollar Tree during their back to school sale just this last year. Perfect for certain items. So for $1.25, I thought they were really nice. You can stack them. You can see through them so you can see what's inside, and they had various colors. So what I decided to do was to kind of sort my discs out. I was having trouble finding complete sets, so I just used some string that I had from somewhere and grouped them together and tied them together. That was the easiest way I could find to manage these discs so that I could keep them and find them with ease. And then I just keep them all in this drawer. And then these are the archive discs that I use as well. They came in that little pouch, so I just keep them in there. But yeah, everything else is more for crafting. Nothing else that I really use for planning. And yeah, this drawer is all craft stuff as well. Over here, we have a new addition to my office, which still needs to be fleshed out. But I really wanted some closed storage so that I didn't have things on display, but I could put them in there and have them at hand. So right now I got this cabinet and I have just some various storage containers that I plan to use but haven't actually filled out yet with stuff. You can see I have my laminator in there right now. And then this is like my little watercolor class storage spot, along with some more empties of those back to school bins I got from Dollar Tree. At the bottom, this is where I keep extra paper for our printer. So that's what's in the white. And here is a storage cube. Oh, I just totally broke it. Nice. Trying to do it one-handed is the problem here. So, like I said, I used to carry or keep all of my pads of paper and things in those drawers, those Alex drawers I showed earlier, but they were just too heavy. So I decided to move them into this little storage cube, and I had that sitting on top of the Alex drawer, this thing. But when I got this cabinet, I thought I would move it in here, keep it dust free, but I can easily kind of peruse the pads that I have and the papers that I have and grab what I need. I also have these little containers I got from not Dollar Tree, from Daiso that I use for scrap paper, kind of try to organize that a little bit. Papers that I've used or label paper that I could reuse again, Christmas papers. Also some various smaller books as well of paper in there. And then right in between, I've just sandwiched in like my extra laminating pouches, label paper, specialty papers. So again, if I need to print or do something with it, I have it at hand. The last item is over here. This is where I keep my planner archive storage. I got this unit off of Amazon not too long ago. It was pretty cheap and it's not the best quality, I will be honest there, but it does the job, and I really liked how each of these little cubes was like the perfect size for my classic sized happy planners. So I use that for the archive storage, and then on this side, this is just kind of like extra stuff that I use that are on discs usually. But yeah, so if you didn't see my video about how I archive my planners, basically put them onto those 1-inch rings, plastic rings, and then make a little DIY cover for them, and then just condense them down into these planners so that I can reuse the other items for future setups. Anything that I'm actively using is going to be in a different discs, like in these metal discs. I think these were just, extra. What are these? Oh, I think these are my year planners here. And then I have my agenda or horizontal planners from years past, my health in the third row, and then the bottom is social media and budget planners. And then on this side, I put everything on rings to make it easy to store. These are all covers. These are just like extra items. You can see those are all dashboards. Focus on that. Filler paper, filler paper. This is like actually a planner that I'm not using. And then I think down below, these ones are more like active storage stuff. So like this is my bullet journal setup. These two are my archive for my reference section. So goals and work and personal items, things in my long-term storage. This is where they go if I don't need them. And then here is my Christmas planner. And this one is what? Just extra items. So, oh, I think this is like extra dividers mainly from old planners. And then some various covers that I'm not currently using that are more like deluxe covers. And then on top, these ones here are smaller planners, like my half letter planners, and items that I've gotten in the past. Minis. This is my wallet setup that I'm currently not using, but really still love. And then these are some notebook half sheet notebooks from the Happy Planner. All right, let me go ahead and switch this to a top-down view, and I'll get a little bit more into some of those storage items I mentioned before. Okay, so this was the first one I called out as a kind of unusual storage solution. I got these at Hobby Lobby. They are like heavy-duty chipboard, I would say, and then they are 3-ring bound. I found these in their, I think it was in their photo storage section. And I was looking for some place where I could store these smaller sticker packs that I get usually from Journal Say or Stationery Pal and see them easily and access them easily. So what I found was this for a reasonable price. I think that the actual setup includes some envelopes as well with it, and the little 3-ring binder is only $4 or $5 if you get it on sale. Usually it's like 40% off. And so I grabbed a couple of them, as you can see, and then I put in my various sticker sets into whatever size pocket they fit. So it comes with different setups. It comes with this one with a 4 setup. It comes with some pages with a wide bottom and 2 small ones on the top. And then there are some that are 2 up with the wide. And then finally you get some that are full pocket. So this is a good example because I used all the different styles in here. Things I like about it. 1, I love that I can see all of these stickers whenever I want to see them. And I don't have to like thumb through boxes or, whatever other storage items that I might have. I can see them and without having to move them or, pull them out someplace. I don't really care that much for the 3-ring binder system. It always catches on here. So that's not my favorite. And then also the stiffness of this notebook is not my favorite. So I did try to find a different style that was at a reasonable price and found this one from Daiso. I just found the outside portion of it. I think it does come with some inserts, but I switched them out for these, and I just liked the flexibility of it a lot better. This is kind of more what I was looking for. But this one only has 2 rings, so I had to punch pages from another set of these to fit in here. Again, not ideal, but they fit and they work. And so that was my first solution for the stiffness of the binder, finding an alternate. I would have liked one with like a closure too, like a little wrap closure. I might have to DIY that. But anyway, these are actually from an extra pack that I got for these binders. So this is the style, the Paper Studio. And again, I'll try to link these things down below if I can find them. And then for $3.99 full price, you get a refill set. And I think that the binders were like $4.99 without a coupon. So actually they're even cheaper than I was thinking. And you can see the different styles that they give you. And you basically get the same pack inside the binder when you buy it. The ones that came with this binder are these smaller ones that you can sort of see here. They're cheaper and they didn't work as well. So I went ahead and punched those other ones to fit into this size. But you can see it just makes it so much easier to look through all of those smaller sticker packs. And I just try to organize it by whatever I purchased. If there's like a set of multiple things, I try to put those together. And I will usually cut it down. If there's a little info thing, I'll cut it down to fit with it so I can remember what product it is when I'm trying to link it for you guys in the video. So that is my solution for small sticker packs, vintage, ephemera, things like that. And I basically have another couple of notebooks filled with all of the goodies that I've been getting mainly from journal site lately. And then this one as well. And I have some extra pages in here ready to be filled. So those are my ephemera storage, which I'd be very happy with aside from those little caveats I mentioned. And next, let's talk about this other thing I picked up from Daiso. It's like a coupon holder, but I'm using it to store some of these random sticky notes that I have that are in various sizes. A lot of them I've gotten from Dollar Tree or from Amazon for various uses, and I was just having trouble finding a good home for these. So I picked this up and I think it's working out pretty well. It just keeps it all together and I can see with ease what is in there. So if I'm looking for something in particular, I can grab it out pretty easily. So that's how I'm using that for some sticky note storage. I also have this little handmade DIY guy. I had an Erin Condren way back, and I cut the cover down to fit with the discs and punched it and made a little sticky note notebook, if you will. So I've dropped in a few of the Happy Planner sticky note sets that come on these cardboard sheets. Oh, this is a hot mess. I didn't realize some of these had fallen off. But I also started adding these onto some older cutting mat dashboards I had made to try to organize them. And apparently some of them came unstuck. But basically, just try to stick them down so that I could see them all at once and have them all in one place. All right. This is not an ideal solution. I've tried a few different ways to store these like looser sticky notes and they always fall off. So I don't know what to do with that, but this was one of the better ways I found. Okay, all right, we're gonna play this game. So maybe not the highest recommendation for storing sticky notes, but this is one way that I've tried, and I think I just need to get some stronger adhesive for the back so that they'll stay put on these frosted sheets. I think the frosted plastic doesn't adhere well to any stickiness. Okay. We've got this one. That one's sticking okay. Have some extras over here. So some of the bigger ones are doing okay as far as sticking down well, but those smaller ones, they're not playing nice. Yeah. So anyway, this is super old, but for now, this is how I'm storing my sticky notes. I really need a ideal solution. This one is good, but not great. And finally, I'll talk a little bit more about these boxes. So like I said, I picked these up at Dollar Tree during their back to school time. So they're probably not going to be in stock right now, but something to look for next year. And I just liked how they were see-through and easy to, you know, fit most things. Let's see how wide they are. They are about, let's see, we'll go on the inside. So roughly 7 to 7.5 inches this way and wider than 9. So we'll probably, it looks like about 10 to 10.5 wide that way. So these are really great if you have a lot of like sticker sheets, I would say. The only thing is that everything is going to be stacked. That's the only thing I don't like about that, is that you have to actually kind of like sift through it to see what's underneath. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of went more to the drawers, but this was also a really good solution. And when I was trying to figure out how to manage them, I had them all stacked up like this on top of my cube storage. And so I could see what was in them, and then you could probably even label them if you have like specific categories in certain boxes. And they were just perfect. I liked that they get stacked. They have a lid, so that makes it much easier, but you can see through them, and they're colorful, which is fun in the craft room. All right. That was hard, you guys. I don't normally do like non-top-down filming, so it just took a lot of effort on my part. Hopefully it comes out okay. I'm sure I'm going to be needing to do quite a bit of editing to make that look good, but I did it because a lot of you guys requested it and wanted to see how I store all these items, so I did it for you. So just remember that I do things for you, out of my comfort zone. Anywho, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch and have any questions, too. And then think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!